Attack of the Vegan Zombies is a 2010 low-budget horror comedy zombie movie. With a title like that and the cover art, are you really expecting a blockbuster movie? Luckily, the cast and crew were self-aware and knew what kind of movie they were making, so it's actually a lot of fun. Joe and his wife, Dion, have had yet another bad crop at their winery. Faced with the prospect of losing the family farm, Dion convinces her mother, a witch, to cast a spell upon next year's crop to improve business. The crop is such a success that Joe hires some college students to help them harvest. However, when a nosy neighbor begins poking around in the fields, he finds out more than he bargained for. Now the question isn't how to best harvest the crop, it's how to keep from being harvested. The budget for this movie was only $35,000, so you pretty much get what you would expect. As a horror comedy, it's no Shaun of the Dead or Zombieland, but it's got some funny moments, both intentionally and unintentionally. The acting isn't too bad. I've definitely seen a lot worse. I do think the casting of the cheerleaders was a misstep. They just don't look or act like cheerleaders. They actually look more like mean girls that would probably beat up the cheerleaders. But the two agricultural students are over-the-top nerds straight out of the Revenge of the Nerds movie. They've got nerdy glasses, pocket protectors, and the nasally voices. So they're actually pretty funny. I'll give them credit for filming at an actual winery in Virginia. The location looks really nice, better than building a cheap set that doesn't look realistic. As far as the cinematography, it's not the best, but I've seen way worse. There are scenes where the video quality changes and the lighting wasn't as great. The special effects are what you get with a low-budget film. But there were some things that were kind of funny, especially when they just put a branch in front of the camera when it's chasing somebody. It looked kind of ridiculous and funny, and the zombie makeup is really basic. Low-budget horror movies almost always have some goofs and logic issues that can be pretty funny. One example is when the girls decide to go sunbathing, but the spot they choose is in the shade. They also have a breathing sound effect to signal danger and add tension. But they add it in the first 30 seconds of the movie in a scene where there isn't even any threat. I watched the unrated version, but don't get too excited. There's very minimal language, gore, or nudity, although they do tease it. I think they just spared the expense of submitting the movie to the MPA. The bonus features on the DVD include outtakes, trailers, and some behind-the-scenes footage. I'll give Attack of the Vegan Zombies a 2.5 out of 5. It was a little tough to get through, but it had enough funny moments to keep me watching. So if you get a kick out of low-budget horror, invite some friends over and give it a watch. Just be sure to serve some wine to get you in the mood.